Hey, it's Donna, and this is Non-Denomination Bible Studies, which means non-dividing of humanity. So, just to let you know that the controversy as far as religion goes is our God, Yahweh in the Hebrew tongue. Yahweh's Savior is Yeshua, which is Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit. So, our God versus TYRUS. You got that? It ain't about me versus you, my religion versus your religion. That's a fleshly way of thinking, you know. So, I'm from one of the two churches he approved in its non-denomination Bible studies. And my church also can commit the unforgivable sin, people out there. So my ways of thinking is not changing. Nope, just to let you know. He's leading me, okay? So the controversy is our God versus TYRUS. And if you don't know how important he was in the first age, just like your maggots turn into flies, you know, and your trees out there have no leaves, and in a few months they leaves, you know, come back on them, you know, back to life. Got it? It's no different biblically. It's called spiritual deader than a hammer if you don't know his truth. Revelation 1:16. Got it? The prophets spoke of this. They all fell asleep, okay? And I documented about 4 studies ago to you. And you can read it in 2 Peter chapter 3. You can read it in Jeremiah chapter 4. The first age, you know. This one used to protect the mercy seat. He's also the old serpent in Genesis, you know. And Eve was ordered not to touch the tree in the middle. The one in the middle was him, and Cain was produced. They're the ones that crucified our Jesus Christ. And he says to make sure you know his will shall be done. Oh, and guess what? I'm a part of it because I know his will, like we all are in that will. But if you or your family members or generations before you and the thumpers right now in his earth, it's his heaven, his earth, that's why his will's going to be done. Got it? And I also let you know about the mystery of the woman. Got it? Go watch my studies. You'll learn more in the last 10 or 15 you will in a lifetime. All flesh is coming to an end. Got it? Yep. After the Antichrist is on earth playing Jesus Christ. Okay? It's why it's called a mustard seed. And he also approved my church. Got it? I teach what he teaches when he walked the earth. They are the ones that crucified our Jesus Christ. They're my brothers out there. Got it? If you don't know this, you don't know him, he says. And I'm making sure you get to hear it, so share with anybody you want, okay? Doesn't matter if they agree or not. It's going down like he says anyways, and I'm a part in it. And you should know your purpose too, got it? You know how you people, men out here, men like the ones in control, okay? The kings and the senators and all them, oh, they're the ones he tells you to be aware of, got it? Because that's how flesh is. He condemned it. He's not returning in it. And that's why you're getting deceived out there if you don't know this truth. And it's going to cut both ways just like a sword. Revelation 1:16. He only proved to 2 churches out of 7 in this whole earth. And that includes all religions. Got it? If not, write it down and share with everybody you love because they're about to see it. Anyways, as the kings and the Muppet pastor, you know, the little Muppet that's in a lot of them's ears, are with the devils. I just documented in my last 2 studies. Go back and watch them. I know what I'm talking about. That's why he's leading me. Oh, okay, look. And remember in my last study in Revelation chapter 17, he's going to make them that don't know this of the synagogue of Satan. What's that mean? Oh, that's from all them Bible thumpers in his earth of all religions. Doesn't matter who you are if you don't know this, okay? He said to make sure it's inclusive and you know that. Got it? Get to know him. Revelation 17 is called Mystery Babylon, which is mystery confusion. Take the word back in the Hebrew and the Greek. It means Babel, and that is your definition, confusion. Got it? And I'm from one of the churches that know this. Luke chapter 10, verses 18 and 19. Don't forget, brothers and sisters out there of all race, we have power over this entity, the dragon that's about to play Antichrist, which is Jesus Christ. And if you don't know this, he says in the last study and many other ones, okay, that you're willingly ignorant. He called you a fool, and he says you're stupid. You don't know about that? Well, read 2 Peter chapter 3, Jeremiah chapter 4, and Jeremiah 24, the good figs and the bad figs. You don't know? They're in different tribes, which is different race, but there's ones in all them tribes also. It's going to make sure his will is done, because your caterpillar turns into a butterfly. Well, this flesh body was and is going to turn into another body at the same time after the Antichrist is here playing Jesus Christ. You don't know about that? Well, you don't know him, and I'm trying to help you get to know him, okay? Faithful to the end. That means endure to the end. He says in my last study, don't let no one take your crown. And he also says it in Mark 13 and Matthew 24. Do you not know? You're either on God's rock or TYRUS rock. And guess what? He said to make sure you know, the word TYRUS means rock. Do you not know that? You ain't got no biblical knowledge? Well, I'm trying to snap it back into you, okay? Get out of left field. Been sleeping long enough. You're going to know this on the Lord's day when all flesh is changed after the Antichrist deceives the ones that don't know this. It's called a mustard seed. You got that? You better try to get it. He says try to get it. He's there. Do you not know him? Well, I'm trying to help you to know him, please. We are mountains in here. We are trees. We are the waters. Do you not understand symbology of simplicity in Jesus Christ? Well, I'm from him and with him, and he's with me, and I'm trying to help you to understand that. All flesh shall be changed at his presence, brothers and sisters. Hang in there! Oh, supposed to stay in the field and keep walking. I know that. Do you know that? That means stay in the world and don't worship the Antichrist, because if you can pinch yourself and you're in the flesh, guess what? He is the Antichrist, and he's on his way. Don't worry. It's our God's heaven and his earth, and his will's going to be done. You got that? If not, write it down and share it with everybody you love. Oh, so they're not so astonished, please. For him. Get out of your flesh ways of thinking. You know, you men out here want to all be the top dog. Well, God said to make sure you know this is his heaven, his earth, and he owns the top dogs. That's why they're getting the seed from the devils. Got it? The kings and the rulers in his earth. You don't know that's what your shame is? Well, I read to you in Revelation chapter 12, verses 8 and 9, the whole earth. And that's all religion, all churches. Got it? All means all. A-L-L. Make sure you know, okay? Get it together for him. Got it? That's your eternity at Mount Zion on earth. Not up in the air like them clowns tell you. Well, they don't even tell you nothing, because they don't even read a verse or two. If that, you're lucky. You're lucky. They're supposed to read a chapter with understanding. You don't know? Well, listen up then. Mystery confusion. Got it? That's Revelation 17. And I got a study called Mystery Babylon out there. So I'm going to read Revelation chapter 18. After this confusion, listen to the story next, which follows. Like you learned in school, you don't understand? Well, please get it together. And after these things, I saw another angel. After the mystery confusion, the Antichrist, you know, he's a mother harlots. The harlots. Because he used to predict the mercy seat where Jesus Christ is now. Yahweh to come into the flesh. God, you don't know? He's Jesus Christ. That's what we're going to reveal to you. And the ones that know that's from the two churches out there. Oh, my Lord, what a blessing. You know that. If you get to hear this, you don't even realize how fortunate you are. Oh! You're going to be shown. No, he says, don't worry. That's my signature. Got it. You got that. And from Jesus Christ. Listen to what our God says. Oh, that angel come down after this ignorance, biblical ignorance, iniquity. You committed error. Having great power. Listen up. And the earth was lightened with his glory. Oh, let me turn the page. See if I can get you a story going here. And he cried mightily with a strong voice. You know who them are. Oh, well, you're going to hear this one right here. Don't worry. When he gives it to me in that hour of temptation. And my brothers and sisters, from the two churches! Strong voice saying, listen up, Babylon! That's your confusion. Watch my study. I've got a title, Mystery Babylon. It's confusion. Listen up, Babylon, the great. Now, why would our God say the great is fallen? Oh, well, that's because who he was in the first earth age. TYRUS. He's got about, I don't know how many dozens of names, people. If you watch my study called TYRUS, I give you about 15. But he's actually got probably 100, okay? Symbology is simplicity. Oh, he put females in this earth for his purpose to get fulfilled. We all was one gender in the first earth age. You don't know that either? Then you definitely don't know my God, okay? All sons jumping for joy. You forgot? What happened? Oh, you ain't had a Bible teacher? Well, I'm trying to help you, okay? The best I can. And I don't have a degree. He gave this wisdom to me. Go back and watch my first 50 studies. As times went on, got it? You should be able to pick that up. That's why I was chosen. You got that? And I thank him every day. Don't worry out there. Hang in there till the end, brothers and sisters of all race, says my Jesus Christ. Babylon is fallen. That's your number one age I'm trying to make you aware of. One heaven, one earth, and three separate ages. There was one. This is number two, and our third's rolling up. And is fallen. That's your number two. Wake up! And what he said to make sure you do know, that he let me know, is become the habitation of what? Of devils? Oh, do you know that? Well, listen. Let me put these glasses back on. Of devils, says my God. And the hold of every foul spirit. That's why he condemned flesh. He ain't returning in it. And this one's about to play Jesus Christ. You don't know? Well, please get to know. He told you to be aware of these ministers out here in his earth, fleshly ways of thinking. What happens when you're wealthy? You end up getting a corrupt mind. That's what happens. We was all one gender when the sons were jumping for joy. And it's going to be like that again. Got it? He had to come through. Mother Mary, you don't know this is why? Oh, please. Snap into it. And a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Got it? That symbology is simplicity. Yeah, he knew. He knew. Not just so he could come through his seed, Jesus Christ, be born in the flesh. That is our God, Yahweh. You don't know he had to defeat the death. Hebrews 2:14. Not death when you croak Golgotha. That's a kindergarten fleshly way of thinking. Quit dwelling in the flesh when you think. That's why when all flesh is changed, a twinkle of an eye, Corinthians 15, verse 52 through 54. All flesh will be changed after you abominate him. We all did. But I keep his truth. That's why I'm going to be justified. You don't know that should be your purpose? Well, you better get to know, because you're going to see it. Says my God. Make sure you get a hit. Pass it on to everybody, so they're not so astonished. Got it? Man, he just told you spirits become evil. And it begins with the ones at the top. I don't care. He don't need to know who they are. Forget your politics and this against that. He said, she said. Okay? He already says how it's going down. Clowns. Like I told you in my last study, your parties are about over if you ain't teaching his truth. Got it? Verse 3. For what? He said, make sure you know A-L-L. That means nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. Stop right there, Donna. Do you not know what he's saying right there? Well, it's like if you have a wife and you cheat on her and you commit adultery. He's referring to him. He's not talking about your wife, your partner. That's a fleshly way of thinking. You can't think out of the box? Biblically, deader than a hammer, are you? Well, you're about to make a valid decision after these kings get lined up that's at the top with this. And got it! Says my God. How about that for you? And the kings, lowercase k and kings, got it, of the earth of his, have committed what? Fornication with her. You don't understand that symbology, simplicity? That's with the Antichrist. Got it? Or you don't get it. You don't understand him or you don't believe him. Which one? Well, it's his heaven and his earth. And I'm making sure you're lucky and fortunate enough to get a Herod. With her and the who? The merchants of the earth. You don't understand English? You don't have to take this back into Hebrew or Greek. Or what? He said to make sure you do know, like I told you, in at least 2 or 3 of my last 8 studies about this waxed bullcrap. Got it? You're hot. Waxed. That's the Antichrist. Symbology, simplicity, and that's the ones that worship him. Got it? In the earth. And the ones that's going to perish are 1/3 of people in this earth right now. So you better have a change of heart out there if you're confused or in that mystery Babylon that fell in the first earth age. Fell in the flesh, he's getting ready to. You don't know before he perishes out of here. He's going to be tested in the next body. So when you flunk in this one, he said to make sure you know, when he gathers us at the 4 corners and we out of here and you can not cross a gulf, got it? You can see us with our Jesus Christ. You can't cross. That's your price you're paying out there for not knowing this. Got it! Try to get it! I know what I'm talking about. He came to me because you know what? I never left him. That's what! Wake up! I don't care if you agree or not. You're lucky to even get to hear this. And when you see it, oh, well, you're not going to believe it, I guess. That's what. Merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. I can't say it. Delicacies. Because you're all tore up in the flesh and you're worried about who's going to get the most power, this country or that country. Well, guess what? That's why all the countries fall. Got it? You don't understand him or you don't care? Well, I'm trying to help prepare you for it if you're lucky enough to get to hear it. You better thank him, brothers and sisters, because you know what? All wisdom comes from him. It says heaven and earth. He visited here before. These dumb ministers say he didn't. Well, why wouldn't he visit already when he created it? You don't think he was here before? Well, you're going to find out he was. Shema, like I told you. God is there, and that's what Shema means. Got it in the Hebrew tongue. The manuscripts, it's locked in. Man can't change that. So wake up. Delicacies. I don't know how I pronounced that a while ago, but delicacies. I'm sorry, I got a pink marker going right through the whole sentence of that, okay? Or red marker. Verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people. Our God's talking, that ye be not partakers. That's what I'm trying to help you to not fall in the snare, okay? Of her sins, okay? That's committing fornication, adultery with the Antichrist against our Jesus Christ. You don't understand that? Well, I'm trying to help you, okay? He blinded some people. Read Romans. And I got to study on that. Verse 4. And I heard another voice from, okay, come out of the people, which ye are not partakers of her sins, and I'm not. That's why I'm on here. You don't know? And that ye receive not of her plagues. Our God's telling you. It's the Antichrist. Oh Lord, you don't know how I feel so happy. Because if you ever felt like in your life you was a nobody, you know, because of how people are, guess what? I'm a somebody to him. That's what. Got that? Write it down. And I can't wait for you to see it. Don't be a partaker in this. It's what my God's saying. Make sure you know that. Verse 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven. You don't understand? 6 seal, 6 trump, 6 vial. And when he arrives, when all flesh is chained at the 7th, you will see it. And guess what? You're going to be tormented for it. Says my Jesus Christ. Make sure you know. And God hath what? Remembered her iniquities. Like I teach you, your iniquities. That's your biblical ignorance. And I'm making it clear for him, okay? He wants me to, that's why. All wisdom comes from him. And guess what? I can't wait to eat dinner with him. After we all, he says, and make sure you know in Philippians chapter 2. Read it. My God said, make sure you know all religions. Got it? All race, every religion, which means every person, no matter, because when all flesh is changed, we'll all be in that spirit body. He said, make sure you know you're dropping to your knees, atheists. And all one time. Read it, because I got to study on it, don't worry. I document what I say. I'm not a 2 or 3 verse Charlie, Bob, Frank, Bill, or Jack. Got it? That's why. Okay, verse 6, brothers and sisters. Reward her, you got that, even as she rewardeth you, and double unto her. double according what? To her works. That's a righteous acts you're going to be wearing in heaven. You got that fine linen. You better get with it. Get to suchin'. Get to suchin', he says. Talk to him. He already knows you anyways. According to her works, in the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double. It's your own steadfast. That's what he wants me to make sure you know. That you fall from. You're not going to be able to blame this on anybody else. You don't understand? Well, please try to get to know. If you could think of it, you'd want to be the richest person or the ruler of the world or whatever your problem in the flesh. You can't think about it. This is his heaven, his earth. He is that. That's why. Get with it. Listen up, okay. Verse 7. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment, that's what's going to happen, and sorrow give her, for she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall what? See no sorrow! Yeah, that's right. Symbology is simplicity, says Jesus Christ. Oh, goodness. Verse 6, therefore shall her plagues come in one day. You got that. Death, not death when you croak over. It's him. And mourning and famine. And this is it. You're hearing it right now, brothers and sisters. You're lucky and you don't even realize it. And she shall what? Be utterly burned. Symbology, simplicity. Get with it. With what? With fire! The fire! You got that, men? It's the men of Jerusalem, which is the mustard seed, which is my church, till the end. That's what. Death and mourning and famines. And what? Make sure you write this down, you doubters. And she shall be utterly burned with fire for what? For strong is the Lord God who judgeth her. That's TYRUS, Ezekiel 28. Read it. I know what I'm talking about. Thank him. Yep, thank him, please, thank him. He gave me that wisdom to share with you. Don't worry, I do. Worry about yourself. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her. You got that. That's this clown you put up in this country. I knew. It's in my God's plan. You got it. I've documented many books to you people. Do you not understand? Well, please try to get to know him first, he says. And what? And lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning, says Jesus Christ, my God. Verse 10, standing afar off for the fear of her torment that I'm trying to teach you to not fall in, the snare, the torment. Listen up. Saying, Elias, I've got a purple marker all over this word. Elias, that great city. Listen up. It's a story, brothers and sisters. Wisdom. Babylon, that's confusion in the Hebrew. Oh, that mighty city. For in 1 hour in thy judgment come. That's when our family members, our kinfolks, friends, and so forth is going to deliver up the people, and I'm one of them. Says my God. Got it? And I know that. Who cares if you agree or get offended? You don't know him then. I believe him. That's why it's a mustard seed out there. You got that? Write it down, clowns. By the fear of judgment, okay, Babylon, okay. And your judgment's going to come after us 2 churches are delivered up. The people from my church are different race. Are from each tribe. You don't know that's what tribes are? Well, get to know. You'll be testifying to this. You know why? To defeat TYRUS. And you're going to be tested at the twinkle of an eye when all flesh is changed. Right? We're going to be in the same body. My loved ones and your loved ones that's passed away are in right now. Don't worry. And your memory, he just said, you're not going to remember what happened now in the flesh. You're being tested with my loved ones that's passed away. Ain't nobody entered into his eternity, the gates, without being tested. My Jesus Christ was tested by this same one. You think you're any better? I'm trying to give you a big warning and prepare you, that's all. So you'll not be naked. Got it? That's what he says. Make sure they know, Donna. Oh, it says heaven is earth, so snap into it and get out of left field, bozos. 12, the merchandise of gold and silver. You got that? That's them ones that worry about money, and it leads to this evil crap I just read to you up in the few verses before. Got it? Wake up, man. Wake up! And precious stones. You don't know you're supposed to count the stones? Well, and you're supposed to have a camp set up and know where you're supposed to have it set up toward Mount Zion. It's on earth. Heaven's on earth. You didn't know that either. It's not up in the air like a bunch of dreamers from Boom Boom Land. That's your mystery Babylon. That's what. Snap into it. Snap into it. Oh, wait a minute, I skipped this verse here, 11. And the merchants of the ore shall weep and mourn over her. For no man, says God, buyeth their merchandise anymore. Oh, my Lord. Do you not understand? You taking God we trust out of my country? Going down just like he says. And it's happening. Don't worry. Behind closed doors. You got them puppets to the kings of his earth that are with the devil in this study and my last study. You don't understand? I document what I say because I know him. That's why. You better get to know him. Not look like a clown. Precious stones and of pearls and your fine linen. This is ABC 1, 2, 3, and giving you this. Write this verse down. Mark it with the maca, verse 12. Because if you can read symbology, simplicity, you're getting all of it right here in this verse. Got it! Says my God. Make sure you know. Verse 13. It's 13. Sorry, excuse me. And seek and purple. Purple, you don't know. Assyrian, says my God. Make sure you know. And scarlet. Yep, he even gives you the colors. We know the signs. 7 seals, 7 trumps. You don't know, and you're getting the 7 vials, which is his wrath. and all thine wood. You don't know what he means here? He's a box cedar! Symbology, simplicity, right? Should be. Was in grade school. And all manner vessels of ivory. You know about that too. And all manner vessels of most precious wood. Symbology, simplicity. And of brass. Oh, yeah. And iron. Oh, yeah. And marble. Got it? 13. And cinnamon and odors and ointments and frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour and wheat and beast. Listen up! And sheep and horses and chariots, not your UFOs. You don't know that? Our God altar is aborted. Get with it! I know what I'm talking about. It's a chariot. You don't know? That's why no man, he said, make sure you know out there. No man's ever going to be able to create one. It don't run on gas. Guess what? He's the only one that created them and made them. They zip zap, zip zap. Whoop, whoop, whoop. You ever read about them thousands of pilots for 50 years been testifying and reporting about it? Not testifying, but reporting to it. That they seen these objects, and now they got them on camera. Guess what? My God says, make sure you know this is his heaven, this up. And he's in control of all things. Don't worry. To defeat TYRUS. Got it? You better know your purpose for him. That great city, Babylon, that for one, okay, I don't even know where I'm at. Oh! 13, and sin, okay, 14. And the fruits, that's people. That's why you're supposed to test the fruit. Call it what you want. Say I'm judging, I don't care. You're biblically ignorant if you think that. Iniquity, that's why you fail. ERR, says my God. And the fruits that thy soul, got it, lusted after, are departed from thee. Stop right there! He said to make sure you know. That's when he says depart. Get out of my face. I never knew you because you wash up the Antichrist. Got it? You believe him or not? You're playing church? Well, I'm trying to unchurch you to the truth. The only truth that is! I don't care if you agree or not. I know what he's talking about. Get with it. You don't know. Clowns. And the fruits that thy soul are departed from thee, and all things which were dainty, that's the confused ones, and goodly are departed from thee. Yeah. 3 seconds like I told you! 36 and 100, you folded! Ah! What you did in the first age followed you into the flash age! He said to make sure you get a hit. Okay? The merchants of these things which were made rich by her shall stand afar off. You don't understand, my God, Yehovah! The fear of her torment. Weeping and wailing. Why? Let me make sure you know out there. Because when this Antichrist, which used to be important, TYRUS, if you don't know Ezekiel 28, I'm trying to help you to get to know before it's too late in the flesh. And it's in my God's plan. You just fell off the wagon along your path somewhere, okay? Generations and people, and I've documented, so don't send me a crazy comment. You'd be a Kenite that crucified him. That wouldn't be too smart of you, I don't think. Like I told you in 2 studies, you get to know him first, and then we'll have a conversation. And I don't care, because he don't either who you think you are. Got it? Get offended if you want in your fleshly ways of ignorance thinking then. That's your problem with him. Remember what I documented about 5 or 6 studies ago. You despise me. My God said to make sure you know, and I read that to you people out there. He despises you! Says my Jesus Christ, whether you'll believe or not. Your will be shown. And slaves and souls of men. Got it? That's what people's done to people over generations. Same way in this Bible. They took pages out. I know. I'm not stupid, says my God. And guess what he says in that last chapter I read to you about the dogs and the sorcerers and all them others that don't have a change of heart unless you're in the third in this earth that's already been judged because you fell in the first earth age. He said, make sure you know that out there, peoples. You're going to have a change of heart. You're going to convert! Convert! What do you think born again means? Not from a man dunking you under the water. I'm the one to let you know. You're going to be tormented in the next body. Guess what? If you don't know this, and you're going to have to suffer consequences while I'm over there having dinner, me and my brothers and sisters. Okay? Don't worry. I love you out there. I must tell the truth. The only truth there is! You don't know? Oh, well, it's a sword and it cuts both ways. I'm trying to help you to get to know. That's why I don't listen to no peoples. Anybody in control, power, how much money, who they are, Gates or the puppet master, Elon. My God said I'm wiser. You better know that out there, clowns. That's why his will's going to be done. You got it. Oh, Lord. Danny and God, okay. Stood afar off of fear of torment. That's what's happening to you. 16. And saying, Elias, that great city, okay, that was clothed in fine linen. That means we was all in all of our hearts in the first stage, and a third of people fell off, so God had to come into the flesh to defeat the death. The other one. Got it. It's his heaven and earth. You ought to know the story. She didn't take a bite of the apple. The TYRUS took a bite of her when she didn't listen to God in the garden, so our Jesus Christ could come into the flesh. He walked. He is the Word, the living Word. He left it, condemned it, and said it's rotten, he said to tell you. It's got evil ways of thinking. Got it? That's why it's not forever. Oh, goodness. And saying, oh, shoot. 17, for in 1 hour so great riches is come to, I might have read the same verse a couple times. I don't know, y'all. I'm human. Remember, I make mistakes, okay? I don't know everything, but what I do know is the one that counts to my heart and soul. Got it! We'll try to get it. I'm trying to let you know. I don't have to have a person next to me to agree with me. Why? Because I listen to what he says. That's why. And nobody else. He's leading this female. Don't worry. Like I've been telling you. Where are we at? Remember, listen up. When I say you're the captain of your own ship, I'm about to read it to you. I know what I'm talking about. He let me know because he knows my heart. That's why. And I know him. 17. For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught. Stop right there, Donna. That 1 hour is us 2 churches, all of us brothers and sisters. Hang in there! Oh! Till the end for him! great riches we are them, is come to not. Stop right there, Donna. Not. What's that? Symbology is simplicity. That's it! The Antichrist. Got it? That's in my God's plan. When he tells you, Daniel, when you see him standing where he ought not, you don't catch that. Oh, well, this female's trying to help you get your catch it! Ah! And every shipmaster, because you the captain of your ship, yourself, not nobody else. And all the company in ships, oh, that's the whole earth. He said to make sure Don explain it to him. Of all religions, of all church, which is every human being. Got it? I'm making it clear for him. I don't sugarcoat it. He said to make it clear for him, Donna, because flesh is coming to an end. Forget them evolution, ignorant people. They don't believe in my God and know his will. That's what. Oh, you should have learned that a long time ago. If you know him. Got it? Oh, I do, and I'm trying to help you. Or it's too late and you're looking stupid, wandering around. Like I've been telling you, Revelation 14. For 1,000 years. One day with the Lord's 1,000 years. 1,000 years is one day with the Lord, and guess what? You're paying consequences, that's what. Talk to him. Talk to him. Not me. I need to make sure you know that. And sailors, and as many as trade by sea, S-E-A. The word sea, water, means people. So when you see the word S-E-A, that means every people in all religions in this earth. Got it! Woe. 3 woes. In the book of Isaiah. Got it? The first woe done happen when this clown shows up and plays Jesus Christ. That's your second woe. And from woe 2 to number 3, it's less than 2 months. Got it! Oh, flesh will be changed after you all worship the Antichrist, thinking he's Jesus Christ. And people are going to try to harm themselves, clowns out there, lying to his shape! You're ignorant. If you're a minister or a preacher and you ain't teaching this, Revelation 1:16 says, my God, Yahweh. Write it down! Oh. And as many as trade by sea. What do you think he means right there? People trade, go against countries trading and all that. You don't know what's happening. Well, I've been watching for his signs that he tells us to watch for. And I'm trying to help you. Stood afar off. You don't know that's what he's talking about? Because they worship the Antichrist. Not. That's what. Done happen, people. Verse 18. And cried. John was taken to the Lord's day in Revelation 1:10. Read it. And cried when they saw the smoke of her burning. Oh my God. Saying, what city is like unto this great city? Got it? You don't know. And a few studies back ago, I read to you in this book of Revelation, when it's talking about the city that shineth, that everybody looks up to. That's America! You don't know? Well, I did. I'm trying to help you to get to know. Says my God, 'tis heaven, his earth, and his will's going to be done. Because he's in control, that's why. So get it together. Saying, what city is like unto this great city? Okay, and that's an exclamation. The men of Jerusalem, right here we are. He says that's what to make sure you know. Versus the whole earth. The men of Judah. Got it! Symbology, simplicity. Oh, goodness. Listen up. And they cast dust on their heads. You got that, 666, and cried, weeping and wailing. Yes, people are going to try to harm themselves when they realize that they got deceived, and they're going to right soon after they've been celebrating on God's earth, people. This is sad! And then they're going to try to harm themselves. And they're not going to be able to. Until the Lord's Day, after they have to pay consequences. You don't know? Elias, that great city wherein were made rich of that had ships in the sea, that's ships in the people, and he's talking about all people and all religions, by reason of her costliness. For in 1 hour is she made desolate. Oh, that's a desolator, standing where he ought not. Oh, goodness. I got about 5 more verses, brothers and sisters. I'm trying to help you with some understanding the truth. The only truth there is in our God's earth, okay? And we know the purpose. It's for him, not for our dumb fleshly ways of thinking and living, okay? Do the best you can. I'm not saying that. But if you ain't got him in your life, you got holes in your bucket. And I'm making sure you do know that from my God. And you always will. In the flesh. Without him. And they cast dust of their heads and... Okay, 20. Rejoice over her. You got that? Not with her! Oh! Thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for God hath avenged you on her. You know that? I know that. And I'm trying to help you to get to know that. That's why it's a mustard seed minority, not the majority. You've got to listen to him on the Lord's Day. So help me. That's what he said, to make sure you know. Because of men. Men! (21) And a mighty angel took up a stone. You got that? Listen up. My God's emotional. You better know when he's coming back with fierce anger, he's coming back not to hug you. Got it? Stop lying to them people. You dumb bozos out there. Get out of his town and clowns. That's why he put females in his earth. Because we don't have that much pride as men. You got that? If not, you get it! Ah! Ah! That's right. My God has emotions. And if you don't, I don't know you. Got it? And he don't either. Even though he knows you're hot and what you're thinking right now. Coming back with raw anger. Fierce anger. You don't know why? Well, I'm trying to help you to get to know why. Got it. He tore the churches up when he was walking. As an example, clowns. What do you think infested doves are? Same bull crap that these clowns out here aren't teaching you that I'm trying to help you with. That's what. Get off your pride, clowns. Your party's about over, says my God. Make sure you know that. Stone like a great milestone, and cast it into the sea. That's into the people when Michael kicks them out. Symbology of simplicity, says my God. Wake up. Cast it into the sea. That's into the earth. You catch it? Saying, thus with violence shall the great city Babylon. That's a confusion with the Antichrist. Thank you, God. Wow. Be thrown down, you ignorant ministers out here in all religions. Got it? In his art, not yours. And I don't care if you like it or not. He don't either. That's why. Thus with violence, okay, so Babylon be thrown down. Yeah. And what? And shall be found no more at all, because he's a son of perdition. Like I try to teach you out there. I know my God. You know that. Oh, I hope you do now. He said to make sure you know that. I'm not a hypocrite playing church. I know my purpose, and so do my brothers and sisters. Wake up. You are on the Lord today. Don't worry, he says. Oh, don't worry. Okay. And the ones that's going to perish with him. So hopefully you have a change of heart, or if you're a non-believer. Verse 22. And the voice of harpers, oh my Lord, what an opportunity, oh my goodness, and musicians, and of pipers, hold up right there, Donna, and I'm one of them pipers. You're going to use my mouth like pipes. Got it? Give me that wisdom in that hour. It's about him versus TYRUS, the Antichrist. Get out of here. Get out of here. Trying to trip people up. You tripped them up, clowns. That's right, he says you're willingly ignorant, stupid. You don't know that? Says our God. That's why I can say that. And I document what I say, don't forget that. You ain't getting no story like this in any church. He says to make sure you know. No, no. And trumpeters, you got that? I'm sounding the alarm from my Yahweh. Shall be heard no more at all in thee. Got it? Because we all gonna be switched. That's why. You better get it. In the twinkle of an eye. And no craftsman of whatsoever. That's any religion! Craft he be. Shall be found any more in thee, and the sound of a milestone shall be heard no more at all in thee. Oh my goodness, the Lord's day's coming. Guess what? And we won't be in the flesh. You got that? Oh, I think about it all the time. Oh, I'm a little scared too. Don't worry, I'm human. Remember, I just had emotions. Got it? Oh, I think one more bus. Oh my goodness. No, two more. 23. And the light of a candle. You got that? That's the churches. Oh! Shall shine no more at all. Oh, one more change. In thee. And the voice of the what? He said to write this down. The bridegroom. Listen up. We're supposed to be waiting and remain a virgin, spiritually speaking, okay? And be married to him, that's why. Oh, goodness. And of the bride shall be heard. You got that? That's me. No more at all in thee. No, because all flesh will be changed after we give the testimony and allow our God to speak through us. So all his children of all languages, of all tongues, that's what the word means. Tongue is all languages, because he created all race, okay? Will understand I'm the Alpha, the Omega, the beginning and the end, and the first and the last, the one and the only. Got it! Oh! Last verse. Oh no, stop. I stopped in the middle of 23. I'm sorry, like I always do. You know how I am. I'm trying to help you, that's why. Symbology, simplicity. For thy merchants, you know who them are, right? Were the great men of the earth. Got it! Like I tell you. For thy sorceries, you got that? That's your pharmaceuticals, drug dealers. War who? He said all nations deceived. You got that! I know my God, and I'm trying to help you get to know him. Please share with everybody you know, so they're not so shocked and trying to harm themselves. Oh my God. Last verse, 24. And in her was found the blood of prophets. You got that? You're listening to one right now. And of saints. You got that too? And of all that were slain upon the earth. Oh my Lord. The ones that dwell on the earth worship the Antichrist. We the other ones, the mustard seed. Got it? Brothers and sisters, hang in there for his will. No matter what anybody else around you says, I'm telling you the truth of our Creator. You got that? You're going to know it if you don't believe it. You can't believe it, so darn it, can you? I can't either, but I do! You know I wasn't nobody at one time to you clowns out there, but I was somebody to the one that counts. That's all I care about anyways. And write that down. So remember, we're sinners every day, no matter what. He condemned flesh. He left it in. He ain't returning in it. Okay, brothers, sisters, if you can pinch yourself. And the one that says he's Jesus Christ, which will show up in the flesh on his earth, and it's in our God's will. Don't worship him. No, no, no! And I'm telling you about the sword, the only sword, the truth there is, okay? Don't listen to them thumpers. No! Charlie Jacks, bombs, francs, and bills! No, says my God. He picked this female. That's what he's got in my church. You got that. Write it down and share with everybody you love. I'm going to sign off for now, but remember, until the next time, may God bless you.